Right. So today we're going to do a deep dive into fitness,
Okay.
and not just like, you know, surface level stuff. We're going really deep with this. Um, Looking at some excerpts from the White's personal trainer certification course. So
Yeah.
kind of like a peek behind the curtain at what personal trainers learn.
Yeah, a little backstage
Yeah,
pass.
exactly.
Right.
So yeah, one thing that I found really interesting in this material is this idea of like a holistic view of health. It's not just like, oh, go to the gym and you'll be healthy. It's
Yeah.
like all these different factors that kind of play a role.
There's a lot of things working together,
Yeah.
right?
So like, what are some of the big things that like stood out to you when you're looking at this material?
I mean, one of the first things that jumped out at me was just how much like individual factors can play a role.
Hmm.
It's not just about like willpower or, just going to the gym. There are things like your age, genetics, your environment, even like where you live and your ethnicity. Like all these things can influence your health.
So it's not like a one size fits all kind of deal.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So like, how does that actually like play out in real life?
Yeah.
Like you could give me an example?
Yeah. So like they talk about heart disease and how African Americans, they develop heart disease at about like a 30% higher rate than, non-Hispanic white Americans.
Wow. That's pretty big.
It's significant, right?
Yeah. So like really highlights that you need to understand like your own individual context with all of this stuff. But I think a lot of people when they think about fitness, they think about like the aesthetic reasons. Like they want to look good.
Yeah.
Where do like those amazing health benefits fit in with all this?
Well, I mean, a lot of times those aesthetic changes are kind of a byproduct of like deeper, more profound things happening inside your body, right?
Yeah.
When you think about it, like regular physical activity strengthens your heart, it boosts your metabolism, strengthens your bones, and it can even like sharpen your brain.
Wait, hold on. Sharper brain.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
So it's like cross-training for your brain. Like when you exercise, it increases blood flow to your brain, and that improves your cognitive function, your memory, and even like can help protect against age-related cognitive decline.
So it's not just about looking good. It's like protecting your brain power as you age. Wow. Okay, so I think, when we think about exercise, though, a lot of people immediately go to like those really intense workouts. Like, is that the only way to get all these benefits?
That's a common misconception. The material actually talks about like different levels of intensity and volume. They measure it in what's called METs or metabolic equivalents. And moderate activity like brisk walking or dancing where you can still hold a conversation, that's a great place to start. And then there's vigorous activity like running or swimming laps that gets your heart rate up even more.
So it's not about like punishing yourself in the gym every day.
Right.
It's about finding something that's like challenging, but also like you can keep doing it.
Yeah, sustainable.
Yeah. What about this whole like debate around fitness versus weight?
Yeah.
Like, does this material touch on that at all?
It does. It actually challenges this idea that you have to be thin to be healthy. And while obesity does carry certain risks, the course highlights that just becoming more active, even without significant weight loss, can actually lead to some really incredible health improvements.
That's really encouraging.
Yeah.
It's not about like you have to get to a certain weight before you start seeing those benefits.
Exactly. It's about taking action.
It's about like taking action and making those positive changes wherever you are.
Wherever you are in your journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so before someone like jumps into a new routine though,
Yeah.
the material does emphasize like pre-participation screening.
Yeah,
Just
especially
if they're new to exercise or they have health concerns.
Yeah, you don't want to just go from couch potato to marathon runner overnight.
Exactly.
Right.
So like, what does that look like?
Well, there are tools like the PARQ Plus Pre and health questionnaires that can help you and your doctor identify any potential risks and kind of like personalize your approach.
So it's about making informed decisions
Right.
and working with your doctor to come up with a plan that like works for you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like choosing the right hiking trail. Like
Yeah.
you want one that like matches your current fitness level
Exactly.
and your goals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is where the material gets even more interesting. It goes beyond just the basics. It introduces this concept of performance-related fitness, which isn't just for athletes.
Right.
So what does that mean? Like, what is performance-related fitness, and how does it apply to, like, everyday life?
So think about things like agility, balance, coordination. These are skills we use all the time without even realizing it. like carrying groceries, playing with your kids, even just like navigating a crowded street. But these things can become really challenging as we get older if we don't kind of maintain these skills.
So it's like building a foundation for healthy aging, making sure that we can like move through life with ease and confidence
Exactly.
as we get older.
And it's about incorporating exercises that challenge those areas, regardless of your age or your current fitness level.
I'm already starting to see fitness in like a whole new light. It's not just about like going to the gym.
Right.
It's about like building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself, inside and out.
Exactly. And there's so much more to explore in this material. We've really just scratched the surface.
Yeah. All right, listeners, we're going to take a quick moment to catch our breath, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more insights from the White's Personal Trainer Certification course material, including some practical tips on how to get started on your own fitness journey. Stay with us.
So before the break, we were talking about performance-related fitness and how, like, those skills are actually so important for just everyday life.
Yeah, it's funny. We always think about fitness in terms of like big workouts, marathon training. But you're right. It's those smaller movements, that agility, the balance. Those are the things that keep us going day to day.
Absolutely. And this course material actually goes really deep into the role of personal trainers in helping people build those skills and, like, reach their fitness goals.
So is it saying that like everyone needs a personal trainer? Is that like the secret sauce here?
Not necessarily. It's more about understanding like the value that a qualified trainer can bring, especially if you're looking to kind of reach your full potential safely and effectively. They can be like a guide, helping you navigate this world of fitness, which can be really complex.
I can see that. Like there's so much information out there. It can be really overwhelming to figure out where to even start.
Exactly. A good trainer is going to take the guesswork out of it. They'll start by assessing your current fitness level, any limitations you might have, what you're hoping to achieve, and then design a personalized plan just for you. It's like having a roadmap tailored to your individual needs and goals.
So it's more than just writing up a workout routine. They're really looking at the whole picture. What are some of the other benefits that the course highlights?
One of the big ones is making sure that you're using proper technique. I'm sure we've all seen people at the gym using equipment incorrectly, which can lead to injuries. A trainer is trained to spot those errors and guide you towards safe and effective movement patterns.
That makes sense. I know I've definitely felt unsure about certain exercises, especially when I'm trying something new.
Yeah, it's really common. And a trainer can provide that expert feedback and make adjustments in real time to make sure you're getting the most out of your workouts without risking injury. But it goes beyond just the physical aspect, too. They can also offer that motivation and accountability that a lot of people need to stick with a routine.
Yeah, it's that like extra push, that support system. That can be so helpful, especially when you're struggling to stay on track.
Yeah.
But this material makes it seem like trainers are more than just cheerleaders.
Right. They bring a deep understanding of exercise science, anatomy, and physiology to the table. So it's not just about motivation. It's about knowing how the body works and how to train it effectively.
Which reminds me of that section on pre-participation screening.
Yeah.
How does a trainer factor into that?
That's a really important step. Remember, it's about assessing your overall health before diving into a new program, especially if you have any pre-existing conditions. A trainer can help you interpret those results and make informed decisions alongside your doctor.
So it's like having an expert in your corner,
Yeah,
helping you decode all that information and make choices that are truly right for you.
exactly. And speaking of choices, the course also talks about the importance of setting realistic goals. It's about ditching that go big or go home mentality and embracing a more sustainable approach.
Is that where a lot of people stumble? Like trying to do too much too soon and then burning out?
Absolutely. It's a recipe for disaster. The course really emphasizes that consistency trumps intensity every time. It's about those small, consistent wins that build up over time.
So it's not about punishing yourself with these grueling workouts. It's about finding a rhythm you can maintain for the long haul, which probably makes a trainer even more valuable. They can help you strike that balance.
Yeah, they can. They can act as like a voice of reason, keeping you motivated, but also making sure you're not pushing yourself too hard too fast, help you avoid those common pitfalls.
It's like having a coach in your corner, guiding you through the ups and downs, celebrating the wins, and helping you get back up when you stumble.
That's a great way to put it. It's about remembering that fitness is a journey, not a destination. It's about building healthy habits that support your overall well-being.
And speaking of healthy habits, the White's material also touches on nutrition and recovery, right? Those are essential pieces of the puzzle as well.
Absolutely. And it's another area where a trainer can provide valuable guidance. They can help you understand how to fuel your body properly to support your workouts and your overall health goals.
Okay, spill the beans. What are some of the key takeaways from the course when it comes to nutrition?
Well, it really emphasizes a balanced approach, focusing on whole, unprocessed foods, plenty of fruits and vegetables, lean protein and healthy fats. It's about nourishing your body from the inside out.
So it's not about like restrictive diets or cutting out entire food groups.
Not at all. It's about creating a sustainable way of eating that supports your energy levels and helps you feel your best.
Makes sense. If you're constantly feeling deprived or hungry, it's hard to stick with any plan long term. And what about recovery? That often gets overlooked in the fitness world.
You're right. But this course really stresses the importance of allowing your body to rest and repair.
Hmm.
It's crucial for preventing burnout, reducing the risk of injury, and allowing those muscles to rebuild stronger.
So it's not just about getting enough sleep.
Sleep is a big part of it, of course, but it also emphasizes things like hydration, stretching, and active recovery.
Active recovery. I've heard that term thrown around, but what does it actually mean?
So it's about engaging in low-impact activities on your rest days. Things like walking, gentle yoga, even foam rolling. It helps to improve blood flow, reduce muscle soreness, and promote overall recovery.
So it's not about being completely sedentary on your days off. It's
Uh-huh.
about finding ways to move your body gently and support that healing process.
Exactly. It's about listening to your body and understanding what it needs to thrive.
It's amazing how much we're learning just from dipping our toes into this weights material.
Mhm.
It's like a whole new world of knowledge is opening up.
It is. And it really shows that fitness is so much more than just physical appearance or hitting the gym. It's about building a strong, resilient body and mind that can support you throughout life.
And it sounds like having a knowledgeable trainer by your side can make that journey a whole lot smoother.
Absolutely. They can offer guidance, support, and expertise every step of the way, helping you unlock your full fitness potential.
This has been incredibly insightful, and I know our listeners are soaking it all in. We're going to take another quick pause to gather our thoughts, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a final segment of our deep dives into fitness, including some concluding thoughts, a little something to leave you pondering. Stay with us. All right, so welcome back to the deep dive. We've been on quite a journey today exploring all these different aspects of fitness with this Might's Personal Trainer Certification course as our guide.
It's been a real deep dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of great information.
We've covered so much, like from understanding those individual factors that influence your health to like debunking those fitness myths.
Yeah.
We even got into like the details of personal training and like how important nutrition and recovery are. It's amazing how much is packed into this course.
It really is a comprehensive resource.
Yeah.
And I think one of the big things that it highlights is that fitness isn't just about hitting the gym or, chasing a certain physique. It's really about creating a lifestyle that supports your well-being, like on every level.
Yeah. So as we wrap up this deep dive, what are some of the key takeaways that you hope our listeners are walking away with?
I mean, I hope they've gained a deeper appreciation for just how multifaceted health really is. Like, it's not just about willpower or following some, rigid set of rules. It's about understanding how things like your age, your genetics, your environment, even your ethnicity play a role in your journey.
It's recognizing that we all have like different starting points.
Yeah.
And there's no one-size-fits-all
Right.
approach to fitness.
Right.
What else?
I think the power of movement. Regular physical activity, whether it's structured workouts or just incorporating more movement into your day, it offers just this cascade of benefits from strengthening your heart to boosting your mood and your cognitive function.
It really is remarkable how much those simple acts of moving our body can like positively impact our well-being.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think about another important theme from the White's material, that emphasis on setting realistic goals.
Right.
It's about ditching that all-or-nothing mindset
Yeah.
and just focusing on consistency over intensity.
Start small, build gradually, and celebrate those small victories along the way.
Yeah. And don't forget about nutrition and recovery. The course really emphasizes that those are essential elements of any sustainable fitness plan.
Yeah, it's all about nourishing your body with the right fuel and giving it the time and resources it needs to repair and rebuild. It's not just about working hard, it's about working smart.
This has been so enlightening. I feel like we've only just scratched the surface of what it takes to truly unlock our fitness potential.
We have. But for those who are ready to take that next step, The White's personal trainer certification is an incredible resource. It's packed with evidence-based information and practical tips, expert guidance to help you on your journey.
Yeah, it's a great option for like aspiring trainers or
Mm.
anyone who just wants to learn more about fitness. But even if you're not planning on becoming a certified trainer, the knowledge that you gain from something like this can be so empowering.
It can. And as we wrap up today, I want to leave our listeners with a challenge. What's one small change you can make today to incorporate more movement into your life?
Yeah, it could be something as simple as taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or parking farther away from your destination, taking a walk during your lunch break, even just standing up and stretching every hour.
Yeah, the key is to find what works for you and make it a consistent part of your routine. Those small steps can lead to big changes over time.
This has been such a fantastic deep dive into the world of fitness. We hope you've gained some valuable insights, some practical tips, and maybe even a little inspiration to get moving.
Remember, fitness is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the process, celebrate your wins, and keep exploring what your body is capable of.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration of knowledge and ideas.